Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to DMV Sports Media. We've had a light week here in terms of action, in terms of broadcasts. Quantity, maybe not so much. Quality, absolutely. We had the experience of following Rastosi FC's NPSL journey. Congratulations to Rastosi, who have progressed onto the national stage after winning the Mid-Atlantic Conference, advancing through the East Regional semifinals, and then defeating Westchester on the road. We didn't have the privilege of covering that match, but just wanted to take a moment to congratulate Rastosi, a team we've seen come all the way through the ranks, and really a DMV success story. But tonight is all about the DMV Gold Copa. Los Toros hosting Petrolero here at Langley High School, Northern Virginia, on a beautiful midsummer's eve. We are just about ready for action. These two sides squared off in the UPSL DMV South during the regular season. The most recent encounter between these two sides saw Los Toros victorious, but only by the narrowest of margins. It was a 4-3 scoreline, which saw Toros securing the 3 points. Today it is the group stage, the second group stage round of the Summer Copa. Los Toros earned a victory, a 6-1 victory in the first match against Chaskis FC after falling down 1-0 in the first half. A strong second half with 6 unanswered. Saw Los Toros earn the 3 points. Meanwhile, Petrolero with the 3-0 victory over Arlington FC. A calm and resounding result for both sides in week one, but something has to give. We'll see who rises to the top of the group. Let us know where you're watching from, which team you're here to support. Are you a Los Toros fan or Petrolero fan? Regardless, we welcome you, and we're so glad to have you with us here on DMV Sports Media. I mentioned this summer has been a bit light, or rather this week has been a bit light in terms of quantity as the number of matches goes down, but the intensity of the matches as playoffs finish up have been top class. We have another huge match on Saturday. I have to give you the early notice. Los Toros will travel up to Baltimore for the Super Copa final, or rather Super Cup final. They earned their spot, their first ever Super Cup final, by defeating Virginia Dream in the Super Cup Virginia Conference Championship. Steel Pulse were the champions of Maryland, and now it is a Maryland-Virginia clash, which will be determined 4 p.m. Saturday the 26th up at Milford Mill in Baltimore, Maryland. We'll have that live on DMV Sports Media. Myself and Gio Monterosso will bring that one to you, but check out DMV Sports Media on Instagram, and of course Super SL Official for more on that. But tonight it's all about the Summer Gold Copa, which is a collaboration between the top amateur leagues in the Northern Virginia, DC, and Maryland. The Super League, the American Premier League, DC Premier League, and Northern Virginia Soccer League has chipped in for the silver competition. There's 16 in each competition, 16 in gold, 16 in silver, 4 teams in each group based on area, region. And of course, two teams from each group will advance to the quarterfinals. So no doubt it will be a large emphasis on today's game. It's the two sides that have earned the 3 points in week one. Only one can raise to the top seed, which will have hosting rights for the quarterfinals. Los Toros and Petrolero, the two opponents today. Let's take a look at the chat, see who has joined us here for this Super Copa, or rather Summer Copa match. Random Aussie, wouldn't be a DMV Sports Media live broadcast without you. Always a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in and supporting us all the way from Australia. I know there's more people out there. Make yourself known. Toros will wear their white kits, playing left to right. Club Petrolero will wear their white, red, and black kits, playing right to left. get those predictions in, score predictions, player to watch, and of course, any other friendly banter is always welcome. I'll try to shout it out before this one gets underway. I mentioned these two sides are the group winners from Group A in the first week, but there will be an opportunity to separate the wheat from the chaff and raise one of these two sides to the top of the group through a result today. The roster today for Los Toros will be Travis Basso, Andres Mira, the two goalkeepers for Los Toros. Kevin Cruz, Kevin Santos, Dylan, Anthony Del Cid, Sam, Elliott, Mahmoud, Freddie Jovel, Raymond, Arian Wente, Alejandro Nira, Hamer Diaz, Jacob Esfaha, Ali, and Tim Sabene will comprise the Los Toros roster. We'll have the Petrolero lineup in just a moment. But for right now, it is match kickoff here at Langley High School. Again, Petrolero will play right to left, wearing their red and black. They will start us off. Sending this one over to the far touchline. Sabene gives pressure, but lovely build-up from Petrolero. It comes undone. And now Los Toros trying to make something happen. Sabene with an early strike up and over the Petrolero goal, and goal kick to come, but Petrolero almost undone here inside of the first minute. Sabene, a powerful strike, but one he couldn't quite corral and keep under the crossbar. And now Petrolero goalkeeper will take his time to send it in. Looks like that's Brian Molina to play from the back. Sent across midfield. Julian Afori going to battle. Now Cruz tangled up with the Petrolero man, and it's going to be a foul for the benefit of Los Toros. Petrolero sideline arguing their point. And we will check on the down player. In front of, it's Christian Perez in goal for Petrolero. More on the Petrolero lineup in a moment. Right now, Kevin Cruz looking to send one towards the Petrolero 18. Wente looking for the square ball. It's sent across. Well cut out. Mahmoud Kelfala does enough. Still in the mix. Toros making life difficult, and now it's sent outside for Morante. Toros, a quick chance there. Apologies on the missed effort, but that shot veers just wide. Sloppy finishing, sloppy camera work. We're going to write that one off and move on into the third minute. Christian Perez will leave this one for Colante. Get some distance in front of Colante and Perez is Alexandros Katsari, Truman Mai, Sixto Hernandez, Justin Zapata, Jonathan Vargas, Brian Molina. And a whole host of other players we'll get to in a moment. For now, Petrolero still looking across midfield. Dylan Zane will allow this to bounce out. In front of Argueta and Morante, it's Leandro Murillo, Jeffrey Serrano, Julian Aforio, Ronald Rivera, Joel Claros, Axel Cardozo, and Christian Castellón for Petrolero. There's Julian Afori engineering some space. We'll send it down the line. It could be Petrolero's best opportunity of the match. This one sent to the top of the 6. No harm, no foul. It's well mopped up. Now Ali looking to go to work. We'll send it back for Zane. Toros always confident moving this one around their back line. The veteran Travis Basso getting the start today. Will move around his back line and start this attack from their own area. There's Sabene, lovely little return pass. Oh, it's a direct ball from Sabene, possibly a bit too direct. Perez will happily take this one to his feet. Now sent outside. Hernandez gives it back, and now Petrolero running himself into another dead end. Sabene will try another ball in. It's another direct ball. Well run down by Arian Wente. Hernandez puts himself in an exposed area, and it will be a foul going against Petrolero. Looks like Ali might be the player standing over this one. It was a quick delivery. Kevin Cruz on the scene, but couldn't quite send this in. Hamer Diaz was the one to see the opportunity and quickly send it in. And here comes Petrolero, again looking for a way forward. Los Toros have done well enough in keeping this action inside the Petrolero half. Sabene rides this challenge, gets some help from Devonshire. Now an uncomfortable moment, but well controlled by Kevin. Nervy back pass does find the feet of Dylan Zane, and now all the way back to Basso under some duress. Basso always had vision with where he wanted to go, and now Toros will pass this one around for choice. Cruz with plenty of time to make a space will find the midfield. Ali back to Mahmoud. And Cruz again. The Grandes, some of his first touches of the match, and here comes Hamer Diaz. Diaz giving it back to Wente. Toros, quick attack. Dylan will send it across, begs for a finish off the bar. Has that found its way over the line? Referee says no, and onwards we play. About as close as you're going to come. The crossbar still shaking. And it will be a throw here on the near side. Look how close this came. Just bouncing off the bar, off the line. Finding the clearance for Club Petrolero. After the delay, it looks like we're going to have a throw. The delay was a jersey switch for Basso back in his goal. We are ready to go. There's Wente. Good challenge comes in. Now Dylan Zane again. That was Alexandros Katsari who made the timely challenge. Now Sabene will look for his signature long throw delivery. Shake things up inside the Petrolero box. There's Sabene's delivery. It's only a partial clearance, sent straight up. Hernandez does enough for the moment. Now Ali on the second bite. This clearance goes just about half field. Here's Julian Afori working against Cruz. What can Afori find? The early shot taken and never going to trouble Basso. That was one of the better opportunities we've seen for Petrolero, but Afori unable to find any clear strike. Mahmoud over to Sabene. Sabene seemed to leave the ball behind. And now Devonshire with the foul right at the midline. I know we got more fans in the chat. Where's everybody at? Random Aussie as a neutral fan. Just hoping for lots of fun and goals. I hear you, Random Aussie. Here's the ball across the face. Oh, Dylan Zane, calm, cool, and collected. Decides to try to play from the back. It has gone to the Petrolero man. Now Hernandez under duress. Able to send it back. Oh, that is a forceful challenge. And it looks like the call is going to be Los Toros' throw. Heimer Diaz certainly thought he was due at least a set piece right at midfield, but now Petrolero will make their switches. I'm not sure what was seen there. It certainly looked a lot of man, no ball, but just from my perspective, here's Michael de Grandes. Back over to Zane. Zane undone. It took two men to do it, but Petrolero working really well defensively together. Switch made. Petrolero finding a little bit more cohesion on the ground, but only just getting past midfield. Jeffrey Serrano has this one taken off his feet. And it will be a Los Toros throw on that far touchline for Devonshire and company. Oh, lovely ball for Ali. Can he take this one? Just outside the 18. He's got options. Takes the strike on. And Perez, well timed with the save. Able to control a difficult bouncing ball just in front of the Petrolero number one. There's Calfala quickly stepping in front. Now trying to find space on that far touchline. Has to find the consolation prize of a throw. For just joining us, it's Los Toros Petrolero in the Summer Gold Copa group stage match. It's been a scoreless affair thus far. Los Toros have certainly had the lion's share of chances and possession. Petrolero just had the one chance. Julian Afori on a lone counterattack, streaking down the field, tried to take an early effort, but didn't catch it cleanly. Never an effort that would have troubled Basso. There's an errant kick. Uncharacteristic from Mahmoud Kelfala. Petrolero won't complain. They'll have space on this near side. Alexandros Katsari Hofer back along the back line. Here's a booming ball into the corner. Devonshire is there. Can't fully get the clearance, but looks like it worked out in the end. His clearance coming off the Petrolero man will net Los Toros the ball. Hey, welcome in the chat. We got Zach Trujillo, Abraham Ubeda. Welcome here. Cheering on Los Toros. I was wondering where Los Toros fans had been. Been a little quiet in there in the chat, but now we got two of the legends Abraham and Zach always here, making it happen on the pitch or supporting the side. And it's something that's so special about this group. It's not just show up to play. This group supports each other on and off the field. And you can make it to the match, you can make it to the chat, no doubt. And good to see you both. Appreciate the kind words. This one sent forward. Dylan Zane has to get back goal side. Puts a little bit of a challenge. Has help from Cruz. Lovely challenge from Cruz to take the ball off of Anthony Argueta, who did really well to find himself in an attacking position. Forced the challenge from Cruz, and now it will be a Petrolero throw on the near side. Welcome, Nana. And here to represent the Petroleros crew. This one sent back. Argueta can't find any first service. Second bite at the apple for Petrolero. Vassos lost that one in the lights. Those lights can be deadly. Stayed on his line, trusted his back line to make the clearance. Now Petrolero have a second bite, and Dylan Zane will get there to marshal this one over the back line. Good work from Dylan Zane. There we go. Now we got the engagement. It took a minute, but y'all are here. Welcome, Abdul. Get that prediction in there. First goal before the 25th minute mark for Los Toros. I think the way the game has gone, it's been relatively success as far as how Los Toros hope to start. They've had the lion's share of possession and chances, but as we all know, chances and possession do not equal goals necessarily. We'll like to see a little bit more efficiency in the final third. Ooh, that is a nervy moment. Well mopped up. The Petrolero back line. The pressure's still there. Need help from their midfield. That's what they're going to get. This one squeaks through, and we're going to come back to the spot of the initial foul. Advantage was played, but no advantage materialized. And now Petrolero will have a set piece deep inside their own area. The guilty party deemed to be Mahmoud Kalfala. And here we go. Colante with the diagonal ball. It's a beautiful ball from Colante. Now sent across the 18. It's an awkward ball. Doesn't really find its intended target. Here comes Kalfala. Has options galore. Hamer Diaz looking for options. Diaz with a lofted ball to the backside. Begs for a finish. Oh, Sabene was there. Couldn't wrap his foot around it, but let's have a second bite at the apple. And now looks like we're going to have a corner kick for Los Toros and company. This game's coming alive little by little. If you're just tuning in, no goals to speak of. In the 18th minute, Los Toros playing left to right, wearing their white tops, black bottoms. Petrolero will play right to left, wearing their red and black. This is a set piece now for Los Toros. Hamer Diaz is the likely taker. There'll be an opportunity to stack the 6-yard box. For Los Toros, it's a low delivery. Sent away at the near post. Well cleared. By Jeffrey Serrano. Now Toros with the quick throw. Hamer Diaz taking off the ball for the moment. We'll go back to Perez. This is well worked down the side. Ofori sends it back, but Dylan Zane alert to the danger. Ali taken down. Certainly a foul and possibly more. The guilty party is Anthony Argueta. No card, but stern warning, and I think any further infractions from Argueta, we very much might be having that yellow card discussion. Ali back on his feet. We'll continue. There's a look at the instant replay. Cruz will send it back to Santos. There's the Grandes. Devonshire can't quite find Sabene. Just a miscommunication between those two. And Petrolero will try to find their own run forward before he just runs out of real estate. Sabene. It's a little game of ping pong back and forth. Finally falls kindly for Kelfala. Now Cruz looking over the top. Cruz, can he thread the needle? Has Dylan Zane. Zane trying the audacious cut inside. Well, he didn't get the first effort, but through sheer grit, almost able to keep the drive alive. This one's still not completely cleared. Kelfala with an aggressive challenge. Doesn't feel the play should have stopped, but did get a little too much of the man there. Let's take a look at this replay and give your own thoughts. Petrolero, man, didn't do himself any favors letting this ball bounce several times. Kelfala may have had a case there. Certainly got to the ball before the man. There's Axel Cardozo. Back to Alexandros. Hasn't been an easy path forward for Petrolero. And again, their attack is thwarted. Basso with a booming kick upfield. Finds the head of Ali. Good challenge from Luis Colante. Diaz. Well, that's clever. Move down the line. Kelfala is there. Now Ali releasing this Los Toros attack. Great challenge from Argueta. Kelfala. Probably not the pass he would have liked. The ricochet comes off favorably for Los Toros. A messy sequence of possession. Neither team really able to come down with the ball. Here comes Petrolero. Alexandros into the corner. Has Julian Afori, but Afori never favored to get to that one before the ball trickled out. Welcome to all those tuning in the Summer Gold Copa. Score report up in Group A. The Maryland Conference Blazers with a surprising upset victory over Patuxent. More on that in a moment. Here comes the clearance from Sam. It looks like ball might have been lost in the lights. Petrolero will try to take advantage. Here's Hammer Diaz down the line, needs support. Looks like Diaz making his own luck. Has Ali. Ali back to Hammer Diaz. Flag comes up, and this is not going to count. The flag had gone just the slightest of margins, nullifying this goal. Take a look at the replay. Yeah, maybe not the slightest margins. A little bit too early on the run. Hammer Diaz clearly behind the back line, and now it will be a set piece coming out. Petrolero will play from the back. We're getting close to that 25th minute mark. Los Toros will have to get something going quickly in order to make your prediction come to fruition. Well won by Devonshire. And also Bene on the line. Right back to Arian Wente. Can he find the service? Wente undone by a sea of red and black. Forward we come. Lots of space has opened up here on the near side for Petrolero. It's Vargas still bobbing and weaving. Vargas. Now Vargas taken down after the return pass from Serrano. So central area for Petrolero, set piece. Perhaps a little too far. Try a direct strike. Maybe not. Just about 30 yards from the target. Basso will line up his line, and certainly one of the few chances for Petrolero. Standing over the ball is Alexandros Katsari Hofer. Certainly would be an upset to the balance of this match, but you don't take your chances. Sometimes you get punished. There's the kick. Booming kick. Basso always comfortably behind this one. Not a bad strike. Sometimes those bouncing balls can give goalkeepers fits, but Basso never looking tired, never looking threatened by that one, and now will send a bouncing ball across midfield. Well flicked on. Sabene will take the defender on and can't get it off in time. Certainly going to be a foul. Alexandros has been heavily active in this midfield for Petrolero. Will send it back. Oh, that's a poor clearance. Ali can't get it forward. Now back out to Ali. Can he get there first? He can. And it's well marshaled out by Luis Colante. Petrolero certainly feel they were due a handball, but works out anyways. There's going to be a goal kick. And now an opportunity for several switches. Raymond, Jakob Esfaha, and Alejandro Nira will replace Diaz, Sabene, and Arian Wente. Fresh legs have now come on for both sides. This is a moment that Los Toros will try to take advantage of those completely fresh legs. There's Esfaha. We know what he can bring to the game. One of the all-time leading goal scorers in this area across different competitions, and he's taking his talents here to Los Toros. It's a Petrolero throw on the near side. Abdul, you stretching, my friend. This is a Fourier pulled back by Cruz. It says, I didn't say what kind of goal. Offside goal. Well, technically, you didn't need anything to happen. There's goals on the field. There is a goal before the 25th minute. So I guess in that sense, you're right. In the same sense, is anyone ever wrong about anything? It's going to be a set piece for Petrolero here from a deep area. Luis Colante again will be the one standing over it. We've seen some good balls from Colante in this game. See how aggressive he tends to be. We know that Basso has the ability to come off his line, stays put on this effort, and perhaps that's the right move. It looks like there is going to be a flag. An opportunity for Los Toros to send everybody forward. There's Cruz looking big down the field. It's flicked on. Esfaha We'll keep this Petrolero back line honest. Excuse me, that was Raymond. Now, Dylan Zane earning the throw on the near side. There's Faha running himself into trouble. Kind of lost his balance there. We'll get the help from Marco. Ooh, lovely little cut inside. It looks like he turned the ball over, but instead has sent it over for Jakob Esfaha. Esfaha from distance. Looking for a teammate. Couldn't quite thread the needle, and Petrolero. Lovely skill across the midfield. Kelfala. Is the guilty party. He certainly racked up quite a few fouls. And now there is a player down for Petrolero. We'll come back and check on Serrano. Will make his way off. Looks like Serrano will make way. For Brian Molina. Hope all the best for Serrano. That's interesting, Abdul. I've learned that I'm never right, so at least we both know. Here comes a booming ball, little bit direct. Ooh, goalkeeper off the lines. Basso asked for it back. He got it back. Did well to talk to his back line, and it was a contentious moment, but Los Toros find their way out. Good composure for Bravo to keep his cool, make the header back to Basso, and Basso able to hang on. Here comes Kelfala. Getting rid of the ball, has the square ball. And now that we have a good stoppage moment, we will come back and check on the down man. It's Alexandros Katsari-Hofer. Well, it looks like the moment has been addressed. We'll check it on the down player. Now it will be a drop ball for Los Toros. Here in the 32nd minute, the score still remains 0-0. There's no goals yet, but this one's certainly heating up a little bit between these two opponents. As Faha dropping deep to win this one, will find Raymond. A bunch of young talent on this field. Oh, Afori almost jumped it. Cruz taken down. And this is certainly escalating. Here's a ball over the top. Devonshire does enough. Now the clearance made. There's fouls that could have been called either way. Onwards we play. Perhaps it's all fair. And this is certainly a game that is very much heating up. It's going to be a throw here for Petrolero. Now Vargas looking for a Afori. And Zane was there, made the challenge, but couldn't quite keep it inside. Welcome, Will Sokos. Now Fori. Toros have to be careful. There's appeals for a handball. It's not given. And some heavy challenges made. Alexandros does enough. That's a heavy challenge, and it will go the way of Los Toros. Faja, the player, taken down. Ronald Rivera deemed to be the guilty party, and here we go. Raymond over to Dylan Zane. The return pass is a lovely one from Faja. Dylan Zane by himself takes the strike on. It's into the side netting. Certainly was entitled to try his luck from a dangerous angle, but couldn't quite get it inside, and now it's a goal kick for Petrolero. It's getting spicy between these two sides. Don't be surprised if we see at least one yellow card, one caution before the half, and perhaps some more contentious moments. It's just got that kind of temperature. There's Kelfala. Over to Dylan Zane, and right now Toros happy to keep it moving on the ground. Ali. Back to Raymond. De Grandes. And Raymond again. This is Ali. He's been heavily involved so far this game. Cruz with the square ball. Marco dumping one forward. It's well taken down by Zane. Zane finds the second ball. Lee has plenty of red shirts on his back. Did well to send it back to De Grandes. Ball continues moving. Here's Kelfala. It was a contentious moment, but Petrolero win ball, and now we'll send it back to Perez. This one's sent forward. Devonshire in the right place, and now it's an opportunity for Toros to start right back up the drive that was just terminated for them. Toros taking their time. De Grandes happy to serve as the focal point and getting this one forward. It's a chess match right now. Toros trying to taunt Petrolero into getting forward, opening up some space for themselves, but Petrolero, to their credit, have been really disciplined. There's Kelfala. Trying to skip one player. Has Jakub Faja. Can he get rid of the ball? He cannot. Kind of overran his own advantage. And that's an errant clearance. Kevin Cruz happy to take over. Sent over the top for Faja. Faja goes down, and that's a well-won tackle from the Petrolero back line. It's a well-won tackle, but a poor clearance, and now Los Toros right back on the ball. Devonshire will find De Grandes. Good turn for Ali. Petrolero have done really well to damage control despite the lack of clear possession. Toros, with all their possession, haven't been able to make anything happen in the way of goals. There's Raymond, back to Kelfala. Plenty of time and space for Kelfala. He'll dump one forward. Shot taken, golazo! from distance for the youngster, Raymond. He put his name in the hat and able to tuck one low underneath Perez. Sometimes you got to have the confidence to take the early strike. Perez perhaps shielded, obstructed by bodies, and could not see this one until it was too late. And this one goes under the Petrolero goalkeeper. Take a look at the replay. Great strike for the 18-year-old. Toros will take Ali off. We have our first goal of the match. It's Los Toros 1, Petrolero 0. It did feel the goal was always coming for Los Toros, but needed that moment of brilliance, that moment of confidence, and they found it from the youngster Raymond. There is a simple foul going against Nira. I guess the Toros fans don't even care that they scored. I'm seeing nothing. Nothing in there. Abraham stopped watching. So did Abdul and Zach. Lovely clearance there from Devonshire. There we go. It's well flicked on in the direction of Nira. Alexandros takes it down for Petrolero. Strike taken from distance. Basso felt confident this was always going wide, but not a bad effort for Petrolero, who would certainly love to claw one back before the halftime. This was taken from distance by number 9, Leandro Murillo. There it is. Good to see you, DMS Portillo. Young Dimas has the passion to cheer on Los Toros. And congratulate a colleague, Raymond, a player who's played for the Great Falls in the second team, has risen his way through Los Toros to find his opportunity here today in the Gold Copa with Los Toros first team, and has made the most of it with a goal, the go-ahead goal for Los Toros. That's what it's all about. Taking opportunities, whether they come in the form of goals or taking just opportunities given to play and contribute how you can. Toros now not in a super urgent position. Basso tempting fate, but did really well to find composure and an outlet pass. Kafala out wide for Diaz. Second ball, and Alejandro Nira deemed to be in an offside position. The flag was always there to negate that sequence of play. Petrolero quickly back in. I mentioned Blazers victorious up in Group A. First result from Group A. And Group B, we saw world-class Premier and Aegean Hawks share points with a 1-1 result. Arlington were victorious 2-1 over North Stars. North Stars fought valiant with 10 men through 70 minutes, but Arlington too strong. So Arlington remain top of Group C, a group of death, as some have called it. Try to find more results as we find it. Here's Esfaha finding Diaz, the return pass for Esfaha. Esfaha still going, but it's a heroic challenge there to see Petrolero the other way. Good ball into the corner for Argueta. Argueta bobbing, weaving. Can he find the release? He can, but Dylan Zane was always there. We're now into the 44th minute. Los Toros they take their time, moving the ball around, allowing Petrolero to chase the game and maybe shorten this to one final chance for themselves. They don't need to put themselves up. That's a lovely turn upfield by Nira. Alejandro Nira will play the early ball. Esfaja is there. Flag stays down. It's sent to the back post. And golazo for Los Toros. It is Heimer Diaz scoring off of the beautiful assist from Esfaja. Absolutely unselfish from Esfaja. It was a great early ball in there from Alejandro Nira to spring in Esfaja and Diaz. And Los Toros double their advantage here in the 45th minute, the final minute of the first period. Take a look at the replay. This was a great ball across from Esfaja. Gave Diaz and only Diaz a chance to get there and smash one home from point-blank distance. That will do it for the first period here at Langley High School in this group stage match of the Summer Gold Copa. Petrolero fought valiantly, but now find themselves at a 2-goal deficit to Los Toros. Neither side would be outright knocked out of the competition with the result here today, whether win, loss, etc. There are two teams advancing from each knockout group, or rather from each group, so Petrolero would still be in it even if they can't take points from today, but certainly pulling points would be a huge advancement in terms of potentially still competing for the top seed, the hosting seed. We'll find out in the second half. Make sure, if you haven't done so already, drop a like on the video, help others find us in the algorithm. Get these teams and players the recognition they deserve. YouTube will recommend the video to new people watching. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'd be quite surprised if most of those who are watching haven't subscribed already by this point in the season. But if you haven't done so, you're cheating yourself. Hit the subscribe button. We cover all the best footy in the DMV, amateur and semi-professional. We'll have more matches from the Summer Gold and Silver Copa as we get closer to the knockout rounds. And, of course, with the fall leagues kicking off, we'll have tons for you. We're going to take our break here. I'm Noah Walker signing off for DMV Sports Media. We'll see you back in about 5 minutes for the second half here at Langley. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is upon us here at Langley High School. This is summer Gold Copa group stage action. Los Toros and Petrolero. Los Toros got off the mark late in the first half with 2 goals. First one capitalized on from distance by Raymond, the up-and-coming youngster for Los Toros. The second goal, a thing of beauty, teamwork at its finest. Good ball in from Alejandro Nira. Cut out the entire Petrolero back line. The second ball from Jacob Esfaja, connected with Jamer Diaz. An easy tap-in goal for Diaz. Now, second half, we'll see what response Petrolero can find. This one bouncing back and forth. Calfala has the final word. De Grandes looking for Esfaja. This one ricochets, but Esfaja couldn't quite control. Oh, we'll send it back. Lovely little turn there. And there is a foul. Esfaja is the guilty party. This one's sent across for Joe Claros. Now down the line. Petrolero looking good, but not able to find the service in. Just running out of real estate was Jonathan Vargas. Pressure is high from Petrolero at the moment. Can Los Toros play out? Here's Juju Afori touching it off. Golazo for Petrolero. It's a dream start for their second half. Afori fell, but he got the ball off. And there is the finish from point-blank range. I believe that was Brian Molina who got the final touch. Let's take a look at the replay. This was a result of pressure from Alexandros. We found Afori, then Alexandros Katsari Hofer with the goal to have the deficit here in this group stage match. Calfala will look forward. There's Dylan Zane, not quite hanging on, but the final touch comes off the Petrolero foot. Now will be a throw on that far touchline. Barely a minute had gone, and it was already clear Petrolero were intent on playing a high press. Los Toros didn't back down from playing from the back, but they did slip up just enough for Petrolero to take advantage. Now, this game a little closer than when we left off. We'll see which way the momentum goes. There's Joe Claros on the near side. Looking for space. Juju Afori is the front man, looking to round Cruz. Juju Afori! What a save there from Nira. Andres Nira getting just enough of a hand to send this away. The clearance doesn't really get enough distance. And there is going to be a foul. Potentially more. Jamer Diaz pleading his case, but this is going to be a set piece from just outside the 18. Heroic touch from Andres Nira to prevent what would have been a goal a moment ago. Now we'll have to set up his line and endure a set piece in a dangerous area. Sending over it is Alexandros Katsari Hofer. Into the wall. Second bite of the apple goes wide, but ricochets in. Raymond gets the partial clearance. Truman Mai also helped create that opportunity. Now it's sent over the top. Flag stays down. Here's the square ball. And Cruz does enough. Clear a little bit of breathing room for Los Toros. Jonathan Vargas almost able to pull the trigger. Couldn't find quite enough space. Here comes the throw. Dylan Zane will go down the side. It bounces right back across. Petrolero half bodies forward. Kafala can't connect. There's a hard challenge from Santos, and Petrolero can't believe it, but this is given, or at least allowed to continue. Alejandro Nero will take some more time off the clock. It's a booming kick from Nero all the way down the pitch. There's another look at the contentious moment. Santos getting enough. So says the center. I'll let everyone make up their own mind on that. That is the replay. There's the ball sent across. No real recipients on the end. Petrolero will try to find something on the counter. Argueta up the field, but Dylan Zane home and collected on the back pass. Ooh, Nira couldn't quite get that one past Argueta, but was quick on his feet to find the second effort. There's Devonshire. Ooh, Devonshire slightly misses out on the pass to De Grandes. Oh, what a save. Another fingertip stop from Andres Nira. Corner kick to come for Petrolero, who certainly are favoring themselves at the moment. Take another look at this save from Nira. It was an awkward bouncing ball. Nira had to keep his body's shape and stay high. It's easy to let those balls bounce up and over you. It's a good outswinger. Ooh, should be a foul in there. It's not given. Onwards we play. Down the line. Sent into the box. Zane makes the partial clearance. Kelfala on the second. There's Alexandros. Getting past De Grandes. Now back again. Vargas. There's Hamer Diaz. Showing good composure. Now Esfaha. Blistering speed. Can he keep the ball off his feet? Esfaha still going. And Truman Mai walking step for step with Esfaha. And it is going to be a set piece on the far touchline. Los Toros will bring bodies forward. Good opportunity for Los Toros to reclaim the momentum. Hamer Diaz, perhaps no better man to make the delivery. Can he find one of his recipients? There's the delivery. Back post. Kelfala was in the area, but heroically cleared by Petrolero. And now Devonshire loses out. Fourie still working hard for his side. And that is not going to be enough. Cut open the Los Toros back line. It's a hard challenge. Now sent forward. Argueta will send it across. Devonshire made the block, and now it's another corner kick. Look at the last goal from Petrolero. Now have a set piece. Looks like in the meantime, Los Toros will make a switch. So Bene stepping on to replace the Grandes. We are indeed going to the World Cup, Abraham. Vamos Pinaleros. Vamos Toros. Welcome Will Gars, Demas, Zachary, Ivan, everybody. This is a good delivery. No takers. Welcome Ivan. Also here in the Toros camp. The rains have begun here. It's nothing serious, but we'll keep an eye on it. There's Argueta from distance. Ball bounces past everyone, and now goal kick for Toros. Toros will look to play from the back. This one's sent over to the far touchline. And it will be given as a set piece going against Petrolero. Apologies, we're getting set up for the rain as best we can. Didn't see this one in the forecast. Oh, that's a contentious challenge. It's given as a set piece. Dylan Zane still down. There is the caution given for Luis Calante. Dylan Zane still down. We hope the best for Zane. For any player who goes down injured, but looks like his day may be done. Dylan Zane will come off. Los Toros will make a switch. But it will be a set piece for Los Toros deep inside Petrolero territory. Looks like Hamer Diaz and Esfaja, the two most likely candidates, standing over. It's tough to hear. It's a broken ankle for Dylan Zane. We hope speedy recover. Toros will have to play on. Here's the set piece. All over the wall and into the golazo. Heimer Diaz making the connection. It's a second goal for Diaz, a third for Los Toros. Making the celebration there in front of the Petrolero sideline. This is certainly a match that's continuing to escalate. Los Toros doing their talking with the play. There's another goal. That's a beautiful strike from Heimer Diaz. It's always best to let the talking be done by the ball, but maybe I spoke too soon. Something must have been said by Heimer Diaz. He has given the red card. And this match far from done. Los Toros will play with just the 10 men now. They've got the 2-goal advantage. Certainly been some jawing both ways. Toros feeling hard done. That Diaz, the one who ended up getting the dismissal, straight to red card. Did seem a little harsh, but I don't know what was said down there, so we'll have to trust the judgment of the officials. In any case, this game is not heading towards any kind of resolution soon. We still got about 30 minutes left to play. Two teams fired up. Really tough to see the injury from Dylan Zane. And you do have to feel for Toros sticking up and feeling the need to take action for their player down. Again, broken ankle for Zane. Welcome, Angie. Welcome again, Ivan, Martin. I didn't know there was more to the Obeda family. Welcome, Martin. Good to see you in the chat. Toros probably not going to get any results for their arguments, but there's still a match to play. They've got the 3-1 advantage, but now down to 10 men. It'll be an interesting final 28 minutes or so. Let's take another look at this strike from Heimer Diaz, taking it around the wall and into the far post. Just past Perez, past everyone, to score the third before his dismissal. Now, looks like we're still sorting things out on the sideline here. Our center official addressing the Petrolero sideline. And we're back to action here in the 66th minute. Petrolero will play left to right for those just joining us, or maybe those who forgot. Petrolero fell down 3-1, but picked up an advantage in manpower as Hammer Diaz dismissed from Los Toros after his goal celebration just a moment ago. Here's Claros continuing to move the ball around the back line. Now sent forward. Claros again. This time on the ground. It's well contested. Kelfala has come out on top, has options. Beautiful ball. Hitting Esfaha in stride. Jakob Esfaha, what can he find? Still going, Esfaha. Takes the strike on. Oh, it's just wide. What a move from Esfaha. Did everything right, save for the final effort, which just trickled wide past the far post. And now will be a goal kick for Petrolero. Take another look at this final effort. Perez very much pulled the full stretch across his goal face, but this ball passes everyone. Now Petrolero will play from the back, and why not? Toros right now have the goal advantage, but they're down players. You anticipate they are going to sit back and hold a deeper line. Alejandro Niera will step forward to put a little pressure. Now it's down the pitch. Cruz thought about going back. Ooh, that's not a good back pass. Furi still there, and Niera just in the nick of time gets back. It's given as a penalty kick, though. The intervention, the foul just prior to Niera's save. It's another contentious moment, but it's going to be a penalty kick going against Los Toros. More drama. Let's take a look back at this replay. It's tough to say from this angle. Well, here's another look at the replay. Niera came out, didn't get ball. Afuri continued, sent it back, and I think this is given as a handball. I could be mistaken. It's most likely given as a handball, but it looks like Alexandros will. We'll see who bears the responsibility for Petrolero in goal. It's Andres Niera for Los Toros, and it's right down the middle. Golazo for Petrolero, reducing the deficit. That one scored by Ronald Ribera here in the 69th minute. And now there's a calm. There's very much kind of a changing of momentum. Can Los Toros regain this momentum playing with just the 10? And here we go. This is Kelfala back. Cruz, now Raymond, who scored the first goal back in that first half for Los Toros. Will have an important part to play. This one's down the far side by Devonshire. Sabene going to work. Can he get it off his feet? Yes, he can. Now Devonshire forward. Esfaha giving chase. Perez well off his line to intervene just in the nick of time. Onwards we play. Sabene and the Petrolero man got tied up. Onwards play continues. This is down the line. Toros and Petrolero will go back. This game far from over. We got 20 minutes left to play. Excuse me, the goal score is 3-2. My apologies, hadn't updated the score line. Here comes Esfaha. Has the ball taken off his feet. And he'll go down for the foul. This one's sent out wide. A good swing. Colaros looking forward. We'll send it into the 18. And Esfaha is back to help Los Toros find their way forward. Colaros into the box. Kelfala stretches out and sends it straight up. Not a resounding clearance, but Kelfala on the second effort is there. Sabene with the clearance. Esfaha. Lovely ball up the field from Esfaha. Here comes Raymond. Has runners. Can he get it back to Esfaha? This one's sent directly through. Ooh, almost kept alive, was it? And it looks like it's going to be a throw. Esfaha getting there in the nick of time. Set down the line. Claros waiting and finally making the clearance. Alexandros still under pressure. Can he bounce it out? And it's well delivered. Now down the line from Argueta. Argueta steaming forward, finding a Juju Afori, but Marco Bravo was there. Excuse me, that's... Alexandros with the diagonal ball across. Back out wide. If you're just joining us, it's been certainly a game not without controversy. As Toros went forward with 2 goals at the end of the first half, Petrolero bounced back at the beginning of the second with an answer. Toros found the third, a beautiful strike from Jamer Diaz from a set piece just after his teammate went down, broken ankle after contentious challenge. Diaz said something in the celebration, was sent off. Certainly been drawing back and forth, some heavy challenges. Now back, Nira. Make the challenge. This is well taken out of the air by Alejandro Nira, brother of goalkeeper Andres Nira. He's fouled in the process. Santos will send this forward. Looks like Toros going to make a goalkeeper switch. Andres Nira stepping off. Basso back in. Finish out this match. There's Santos looking forward at the initial clearance made by Petrolero. Now down the pitch. There's a Lee. Back to Santos. Santos working this near line. Now back to Raymond. Toros certainly exploiting their advantage. They've still got the lead and don't need to run themselves silly. They have plenty of opportunity to draw out Petrolero. This one sent in the direction of Esfaja. Lost his footing. It was just raining quite a bit a second ago. The rain has gone. The slick conditions are still there. Now Claros with the switch. Well intercepted there by Devonshire. Benny. It's deemed to be the guilty party. Alexandro Kitzerihofer. I'll send it back in. There's delivery, top of the 18. Toros get the first ball, but no clearance just yet. There's the service. Cruz well behind this one. Now Sabene gets just enough on it to find Kelfala. And here comes Esfaja off to the races down this near touchline. Waiting for support. Back up Esfaja. Has it on that left foot. Can he send it across? Yes, he can, but Perez in the right place at the right time. Petrolero will try to get forward. Devonshire got to the first ball, but unable to get it off his feet in time. Now Alexandros again. We'll send one to that far line. Here's the delivery, a little too direct. And Basso happy to take more time off the clock. Here's a booming ball down the pitch from Basso. Will be a throw on the near side. Here comes Justin Zapata for Petrolero. Here is Esfaja dispossessed. Now Argueta bouncing it back inside. Zapata did well. Back to Rivera, and now over to the far side. What can Petrolero make of this? Just about 10 minutes and change in this match that very much hangs in the balance. Now Claros with decisions to make. Can't get it inside. Now Los Toros have to figure out how they want to attack this. Kelfala bouncing off challenges. Has the support of Sabene. Here comes Raymond. Motoring forward. Beautiful decision by Raymond. Out to Alejandro Nira. Nira sending it in. Goalkeeper off the line. Does just enough. Heroic from Perez. I'll take this one off the feet of Ali in the nick of time. And here we go again. Zapata will send it over to that far side. This one sent right through the midfield. Down the line. Plenty of time for Petrolero to find the passes they might like. That one very much not there, and certainly a foul. There is a caution given to Zapata for his challenge, stopping clear counter. Kevin Santos, the player on the wrong end of that challenge. Petrolero will make this moment to bring on Truman Mai. There we go. Los Toros knocking this one around. They have the ability to invite the challenges from Petrolero right now, holding on to their advantage. Ooh, Cruz. His ball is blocked. Cruz working to try to get this one back from Alexandros. There's the square ball. Well taken out of the air by Ali, but only partially cleared. There's Truman Mai. That is a wasted effort. And Basso well off the line to come and collect. It was alert goalkeeping. Some may have thought that was going out. I think Petrolero would have got there. Basso was alert to the danger. Plenty of time for Claros. Try to pick his pass. There's no reason to force things. This is a much better pass from Claros. Zapata still working, and now out to Argueta. Argueta will keep it moving. Shot taken and sent well up and over. Ronald Rivera. The one who took that final effort for Petrolero. Been a tough match mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's taxed these players since the Dylan Zane injury. It's certainly been a different attitude. It's kind of an eerie calm. It's really difficult to see kind of a catastrophic injury for one of your teammates, and Zane is off to the hospital to get treatment, and now Toros will have to find a way to compartmentalize and play out this match. Basso sends it forward for Esfaha. Esfaha, that is not up to his standard, and now he will give away the foul. The challenge right through the back. Looks like Esfaha picked up a yellow card in the process. Petrolero will keep this on the ground. Well sent away by Los Toros. Well flicked on. Ooh, it falls kindly for a chance. And the chance sent well over. That was one of the better efforts we've seen for Petrolero in the last 15 minutes or so. Take another look at the replay. Fell to the feet of Brian Morante. Toros taking more time off the clocks. Asking if the ball is flat, but looks like our center official done with all that. We're going to play this one. Here's Basso sending it across the midline. Can you get a flick on? It bypasses everyone, but foul is given. Quickly sent in. Here's Joe Claros down the line. Bypasses everyone. Afori, can he find something? Afori in the corner. Doesn't have a lot of options, and I think that's about as good as it's going to get. It's off the Toros man. Corner kick to come, and now Petrolero with a set piece here in the 87th minute. Quickly sent in. Across the 6. Begs for a clearance. It's still straight up. And Basso will get there. In traffic, playing with fire. Basso able to fall on the second ball. Dylan Zane still requiring medical treatment down there. Tough thing to see. So back to Claros, now down the line. Here's Argueta. Argueta, great find. On Truman Mai, now sent across. Oh, what a save from Basso from point blank range. Got his hands up quick. And able to not only make the save, but control it. And now Los Toros will get forward on the far side. It's Sabene. Oh, that's a nervy back pass. Only partially mopped up by Cruz. That has not been the cleanest section of play, but anything to get to the finish line for either of these sides. Los Toros, I think, just get this ball away any way possible. And there's another grid clearance. Santos. Kofala there on the scene to help mop up. And it's given as a throw for Los Toros. Down the line. Claros gets there first. Now Argueta inside for Rivera. Rivera bouncing off challenges, still slaloming forward. Nira able to pick the pocket of Rivera. Not sure what the call is. Looks like it's given as a set piece for Petrolero. Quickly taken. And here we go. Back over to Joel Claros. Now bobbed forward. Oh, it's sent out wide. Petrolero have bodies all around this Los Toros box. Oh, Devonshire did enough to stop the first clearance. This one sent in and out. Any port in a storm right now. Oh, what a tackle there from Sabene. He sends it forward early, a little bit outside the range of Nira. Petrolero not faring much better. Well, out to Sabene. Sabene trying to find space on that far touch. He does have Nira this time. Nira goes down. And onwards we play. Physical brand. Kofala goes in hard and There is going to be a caution. It looks like that one has gone, I believe, to Kelfala. There was a little after action there. Or I'm to room in my. And we will make another switch here for Petrolero. On comes number 9, Leandro Murillo. Sent into the 18. Bouncing around. Claros will send it right back in. Took a partial deflection, and that's a really smart touch from Alejandro Nira. As Faja looking to keep possession, and he's done just that. Here comes Nira. Timely challenge at the back. Comes in at the right time. From Axel Cardozo. We're going to have 3 minutes of stoppage time here in this one. Ali looking to send this down the line. Comes Rivera, finding space on the far side. Ooh, clever from Juju Afori. And it looks like it's going to go the way of Los Toros. Perhaps took a touch off of Afori. This one's sent down the line. Argueta back to Claros. Claros now will try to send one top of the 18. It's well flicked on, but Basso is happy to take this one down and pull more time off the clock. Now Basso all the way down the field. Doesn't have a lot of options, but he's got space for his team. Oh, that's a great win from Esfaja. Still working is Alejandro Nira. Petrolero have done enough. Can they get down this far side? Oh, it's sent over the top. Devonshire had to make a decision, and he did well to send it away. It didn't look like that was one that Basso could come and collect. And Devonshire did well to just mop up. Final minutes here in this one. We're in the final minute of stoppage time. Can Petrolero find something here? This is Zapata. Sending it short for Alexandros. Now Axel from distance. And another time for Basso to take time off the clock. Good composure from Basso to set his feet, make the stop, but take even more time off the clock. And now we'll dump this one up the pitch in the direction of Nira. Nira, perhaps there's no one better in these situations, making the right decisions, taking time off the clock, and then icing out this match. Los Toros had to fight through adversity with the dismissal, the red card in this second half, but they've earned the 3 points. 3-2 is the final scoreline. The first, a goal from youngster Raymond. The second, a beautiful team goal engineered by Alejandro Nira to Jakob Esfaja. Esfaja then made the assist over to Hamer Diaz. Diaz found a second goal in the second half, a set piece just outside the 18, which saw Toros gain the advantage, but the celebration in the aftermath saw Diaz dismissed A red card, a straight red card given. Los Toros and to fight through, but Petrolero found a penalty kick to make this one quite close. I could not find level footing. Points all going the way of Los Toros. They will win their group in all likelihood. We'll have to check out the math, check out the other results, but it looks like Petrolero is still very much fighting for qualification onto the knockout stage. Will eagerly await their final match against Chaskis FC in the final match. If they defeat Chaskis, it looks like they would, in all likelihood, have a chance to make it onto the knockouts. But thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this match broadcast of the DMV Summer Copa. We hope you'll tune in for the next one. We'll keep you posted when that one will be. It looks like we're not going to have anything during the midweek, but Saturday, tune in for Los Toros as they take on Steel Pulse in the Super Cup final. Los Toros knocking off Virginia Dream in the Virginia Conference Finals, in their first trip to the Super Cup. And of course, Steel Pulse, a perennial powerhouse up in Maryland. They won the Maryland Conference, and they've earned their ticket to host the Super Cup Finals. That is a match perhaps unlike any other. 4 p.m. on Saturday, live on DMV Sports Media at Milford Mill Academy. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Sunday, we'll have more Summer Copa action here live on DMV Sports Media. This is Noah Walker signing out. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.